It doesn't matter how good your players are on the ball if your players off the ball aren't moving. This simple to set up and explain passing rotation has 3 variations you can use for your teams. For the setup, you'll need 6 players, 2 footballs, 2 poles or mannequins, and 4 cones. The width of the rectangle will be 7 yards, with the height being 10 yards, split into 2 5-yard sections. The balls start with the player in the bottom left corner and the player in the top right corner. Both players will be passing to the players to their right. The player receiving the ball will check out from the cone they are standing on to receive the pass. The player receiving the pass should let the ball roll across their body and control the pass with their back foot. The player should also make sure that their chest is facing the direction that they want to take their touch in, which should be towards the player on their right. Once the pass has been played, the player will check back onto the cone, ready to check out again for the next pass. This example shows players using their right foot going in an anti-clockwise direction. Make sure you change the direction to clockwise so that players can use their left foot as well. For the second variation, keep the mannequins positioned as they are and move one cone into the center of each side to make a diamond shape. 2 players will start on each of the cones opposite each other, with the first player in line having a football. The other 2 players will start on the mannequin. The player receiving the ball is going to create a short option to receive the pass. However, instead of just moving into the space straight away, watch how they check away from the space first with a small movement and then moves into the space. This will allow the teammate to receive the pass with more time because their first movement dragged the defender away from the space, with their second movement going into the space to receive the ball. The player receiving the pass at the mannequin will then move the ball to the next player on the cone to their right, with players always following their pass. Again, make sure you go clockwise as well as anti-clockwise so players are practicing using both feet. For the final variation, the setup and passing rotation will be the same. However, instead of receiving the pass in front of the mannequin, the player will look to receive the pass behind the mannequin. Watch how the player's first movement is towards the space to receive the short pass, with the second movement spinning behind the mannequin to receive the through ball. The through pass must be in front of the player for them to run onto and slightly overhit towards their back foot to allow them to take the pass in their stride. Throughout all of these variations, communication is key as there are so many moving pieces for the passing rotation to work. Players need to let each other know who they are passing to, when and where they want to receive the pass as well. The next step you'll want to take is to start applying these skills in match realistic scenarios. These 5 drills will improve the speed at which your players make decisions in games. Like, subscribe, peace.